Today on CCX News, weekend closure, the significant road project that will impact travel through the Northwest Metro. If you usually travel along Highway 169, you'll want to find an alternate route this weekend. 169 will be closed entirely in both directions, between Interstate 394 in Golden Valley and I-94 in Maple Grove. The closure starts at 10 tonight Friday and runs until 5 a.m. Monday. It's necessary as crews remove the 63rd Avenue Bridge over Highway 169. Traffic will be routed around the area using several suggested detours. 63rd Avenue between Brooklyn Park and Maple Grove will be closed until October as crews replace the bridge. Maple Grove is filled with shopping and med tech businesses. It also wants to be known as something else. Let the controversy begin. Local tourism officials launched a new marketing campaign that declares Maple Grove as the restaurant capital of Minnesota.
Come spend the day the Minnesota way. We're the restaurant capital of the state. Experience Maple Grove.
That was artist Kat Perkins singing the jingle she wrote for Experience Maple Grove's new marketing campaign. Thursday night, the city's tourism organization invited local officials and people in Maple Grove's hospitality industry together to celebrate the different strategies being implemented to draw people to the city. That includes the bold announcement that Maple Grove is the state's restaurant capital.
Yeah, we understand that we might ruffle a few feathers with that, but again, it's for fun, right? We know that we have a lot of restaurants to choose from here, and that's the reason for it. We want people to come to Maple Grove.
For a list of all of Maple Grove's 150 restaurants, you can find that on the Experience Maple Grove website. The Robbinsdale School Board is restarting its search for a new superintendent. The board decided this week to repost the job as open until filled and accept applications on a rolling basis. That's different than most superintendent searches, where applications are only accepted before a specific deadline. The school board previously suspended its superintendent search in early April after interviewing 6 candidates. Board Chair Renee Bowman told CCX those candidates were not a good fit. She says interim superintendent Marty Voigt will continue to serve in her role until the board hires a replacement. Here's a way for high school and college students to get paid and make a big impact this summer.
We're looking for people who care about those 3 areas: working with young people, working with individuals experiencing homelessness, or working around environmental challenges.
Summer Impact Corps is looking for more than 400 people ages 17 and older to provide tutoring services for math, reading, and science at local organizations this summer. Candidates would work 35 to 40 hours a week from June through August and earn up to $6,600. There are 5 locations in the Northwest Metro participating in the program, including Relentless Academy in Brooklyn Center.
It will be a tremendous support to our program. As we have 80 students this summer, we'll need academic classroom support to ensure that we're able to do one-on-one support for children who may need more time and or more learning to happen in the classroom.
Applicants should apply by May 8th. Anyone hired will also receive $1,400 for tuition or student loans and receive free health insurance. Opening this weekend, a new performance with local actors celebrating the power of imagination. Emily Haugen takes us to Stage's theater company in Hopkins for a sneak peek of Matilda the Musical Jr.
Oh, I just love your stories, Matilda.
All it takes is a little imagination
Once upon a time.
for a story to come to life. Stages is putting on Matilda Jr.
You have to stay inside the circle.
In the musical version of Roald Dahl's classic story, Matilda's mind
A little bit naughty.
carries her through difficult times.
She also is coming up with these stories that are kind of a reflection on what her life is like at home and what her life is like at school.
Eleanor Mulhern plays the acrobat,
They perform some of the most incredible feats together.
one of the stars of Matilda's fantastical stories. This is her 3rd Stages production, and she's been tasked with a new challenge.
It's like kind of a story inside of a story, which can be kind of difficult to play.
The Lord of the Rings
Matilda uses these stories to uplift herself and everyone around her, even in not-so-magical conditions. Lydia Rivera, who plays Matilda's classmate Alice, thinks Matilda's resilience is a message everyone can take home.
Whenever you're feeling down or something, or someone's bullying you or not being the very nicest, you can kind of relate to Matilda, and you can always have that in mind.
It's Lydia's first ever performance, so for her, the excitement isn't only playing out on stage.
Just being here, and it feels like a dream come true. And I'm so grateful I got to be part of this.
In Hopkins, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
Stages offers accessible shows including Pay What You Can, sensory-friendly, and ASL performances. Performances of Matilda Jr. run through Sunday, May 19th. A Plymouth woman who celebrated a landmark birthday late last year was finally able to cash in on one of her gifts.
I did it one other time, and it's fun. I love it. They're all darling.
Hootie Wakefield turned 105 years old last December. One of her birthday gifts was a ride along with the Plymouth Police Department. Officers picked her up Friday at her home at the waters of Plymouth Senior Living and gave her a front seat view. Her daughter says she's been a longtime supporter of first responders.
She's up for anything. And she loves all of these police officers and firemen. I mean, they've been so wonderful coming and seeing her and celebrating all her birthdays, and she loves them.
Wakefield was also gifted a ride along with the Plymouth Fire Department. She says taking vitamins helped her live a long life.
The Wayzata and Hopkins girls lacrosse team split 2 meetings last spring, with Wayzata winning in section play after Hopkins took the regular season contest. They met up Thursday night. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
Wayzata's second game of the season in girls lacrosse as they visit Hopkins, the season opener for the Royals. Tied at 1 when Tori Katzenmeyer takes advantage of a turnover by Wayzata to score for a 2-1 Hopkins lead. Katzenmeyer scores 3 total. But Wayzata takes over. Jaden Miller to Evie Marks for the goal in front, and it's 2-2. Late in the first quarter, and Fran Evans finds Eleanor Swanson, who cuts across the goal mouth to score for a 5-2 Trojans lead after 1. Second quarter, and Marks gets it to Miller in close for the goal at 6-2 Trojans. Down 7-2, Katzenmeyer dodges the defender and gets to the front to score for Hopkins, and they pull within 7-3. But again, Wayzata closes strong. Ainsley Owens finds Swanson in traffic for the goal. Hopkins trails the Trojans 9-3 at halftime. Third quarter, and Mark sets up Shyla Sanders for one of her 4 goals to make it 10-3 Trojans. Addie Vaughn scores from the free position as Wayzata leads 11-3 after 3 quarters, and they win 15-5 to improve to 2-0. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
After each start of the season with non-conference wins, the Hopkins and Wayzata boys lacrosse teams faced off Thursday in their late conference opener. The Trojans coming off a 10-5 season a year ago. Hopkins St. Louis Park 5-9 in 2023. First quarter, a nice run up the middle by Wayzata's Will Schneider. One dodge past a defender before ripping the ball into the back of the net. Trojans on the board less than 3.5 minutes into the game. Late in the first quarter, Wayzata's Finn Miller moves out from the X to come out in front, turn and score. Good start for the Trojans. They lead 3-0 after 1. Second quarter, Logan Adler taking contact as he releases the shot for a goal. Will Maleka the assist for Wayzata. They are up 5-0. Late in the quarter, Bennett Brown sweeps out front and skips a long shot in. His second goal of the night, 6th of the season, gives Wayzata a 7-0 lead at halftime. Third quarter, Cam Johnson feeds Cullen Britz with a pass, and the junior attack goes high into the net for the first of his 2 goals. Wayzata continues to extend its lead. Ryder Alstead scores 3 goals on the night. Britz the assist on this one. Wayzata posts a shutout on Hopkins. 11-0 Trojans, the final. They host Armstrong on Monday. After taking their first loss of the season Wednesday, the Osseo baseball team is looking to bounce back at home Thursday night. The Orioles taking on Coon Rapids at Memorial Field in Northwest Suburban Conference action. Bottom of the first inning, it's a wild pitch. Isaac Johnson comes home with a head-first slide for the Orioles. They'd add another run to lead 2-1 after one. Fourth inning, the Cardinals uncork another wild pitch. This time it's Brendan Kranz coming in. Osseo's first 4 runs coming on 2 wild pitches, a hit batsman and an error. They lead 4-1. Still in the fourth, Gavin Kroska lifts a fly ball to short right field. This will drop for a hit. Jordan Saboravong trots home from third base. Orioles up 5-1 through 4. Meanwhile, Jack McHugo pitching well for Osseo. The runner going on the pitch, the fly ball to center field, caught by Saboravong, who throws to Kranz at first to double off the runner and end the inning. Just 1 hit and 1 run allowed by McHugo through 5. Osseo goes on to win 6-3. They are now 3-1 on the season. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.